Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
It's a matter of great privilege for all of us to welcome Mr. Nitin Khindria, CHRO, Omega Seiki Mobility, to the HRxAI Summit today.
Thank you.
And on behalf of WEECE Group, we would like to understand from him his journey so far and how he tends to take HR to the greater heights.
So it is almost 25 years in the professional world, seen autonomous bodies, ministry, private companies, automobile sector, textile, QSR industry, continuous process industry, and startup industry also. I may tell you that over the 25 years, I have observed that each day industry is evolving.
Yes.
And as a professional, and especially as an HR professional, we need to evolve ourselves. We need to keep our emotions aside, our passions aside, and then we need to look into that what is there for businesses, how we can ensure the jobs for all, designing the career path, ensuring the business sustainability, ensuring the continuity of business. Because if business will run, then only will career will run.
That's
So
very
I think it's very challenging nowadays.
Very true. I agree to that point. How has been your experience in this event so far?
Uh, this event we have started with the traditional lamping, right, and lighting the lamp. And what I loved about this event when I entered this venue, everybody is enthusiastic. Everybody is looking forward to meet everyone, learn from everyone, discussing the things which he or she can be taking with them to make sure that it will impact their daily operations and the converting into the business results. This is the one thing which I loved about all the people whom I met, right? We started this session with the CEO panels where I was part of it. And I must congratulate each panelist here that they have spoken not as in a bookish language, but the very, very practical aspects of business. That's valuable. So I'm enjoying the event and looking forward to learn more.
We all are learning here. How can AI help HR leaders make more informed decisions while still valuing human intuition and judgment?
So here I think the most important thing which you talked about is the decision. Second, you talk about the human value. Decisions and human values comes with the experiences.
I agree.
Now, experiences can be biased also and can be delivered on the fix. Now, when you talk about how AI can help, I think one of the prominent way to look at AI is removing the biasness from the system, from the process. Being HR, if you are backed by the value card, right? Deliverables card. What are the promise cards? Through the predictive analysis or through the comprehensive analysis, from the integration analysis, how the each individual is contributing to the function of the organization, how those functions are integrated to the organizational objective. I think AI can play the better role, bigger role, and unbiased role. Right? Because it's not you as an individual who is talking to an individual, but there's the whole system which is going to talk about.
Correct.
So the most important here when you talk about the decision, it's not the individual or functional decision. It's an organizational decision.
I
And
agree.
is it really contributing to the organizational P&L or not? That we have to see.
So AI-based decisions organizations.
Absolutely, because that's a decision which is there for the organization. So you are not going to tomorrow you say that you have taken that decision. No, it is the collective decision which has come from the various AI tools which has been integrated further, and that is allowing you to take the decision. So it's a collective decision.
That too based on organizational requirements.
Absolutely, absolutely. So CFO may says that we have these kind of financial parameters or performance parameter. Customer service guy may say that it's on a customer centric. Now I'm integrating all those, right? How the financial decision impacting the customer retention or the customer acquisition or the customer delight kind of a thing, right? So the budget which goes there, how it is contributing to the sales revenue,
Right.
the
Correct,
growth.
correct.
So that integration will help, right? There, I think unbiased, when you remove the unbiased, you can't blame anyone, and it is giving another age, which is breaking the or diffusing the silos within the organization.
True. What are the biggest misconceptions about AI in HR and how do you address them?
So I can understand that this conference is the HREI conference, but it's not the myth conception within the HR. HR is not so bad, or HR people are not so bad that they only have the misconception or myth.
No, it can be to the organization.
Organization. So let's talk about organization and AI.
HR is just a part of that organization. Let me rephrase it. The misconception that the organizations have in about AI. Let's and how do we address that?
So one thing is that most prominent is where you want to use AI. Why you want to use AI? What kind of an end objectives you are looking? And it's a continuous journey.
Right.
It's not that today I have bought a one tool, implemented one tool of AI, and then it will resolve my whole of the organization problem. So it is not going to happen.
So it has to be a
Continuous journey, right? So one method is that it is going to solve each and every problem. No. Second thing, myth about is that AI is fast, agile. No. Using in a right way, appropriate way, that will make your organization agile. So you have to ensure that the design, development, and implementation of AI tools requirement and its integration within the organization for the benefit of your vendors, dealers, customers. That integration has to happen. So myth is that it can stand alone, do something, so it is not. Third myth, I think, misconception which you talk about, it is going to take the jobs. In a near future, I'm not able to see it.
That's highly optimistic about it.
Yeah, because you know people to design, to develop, to implement, and getting back the results. Rather, I think we can think of this that how these tools can help me in the expansion and the scalability of the business, which allow me to expand my product portfolio, my manpower requirement, my R&D capabilities, my service capabilities. I think another thing which we usually, irrespective of the organization and the age of the organization, our AI tools mostly is the getting something or selling something. Rather, AI, I think we need to use it for serving the people. Now, when I say serving the people and the stakeholders, if you're concentrating on that, your repeat selling will be higher. Your retention rate of the manpower or of the customer or of the vendor or of the dealer will be high. So I think how you look into the things, that's more important than how AI looks at you.
So it's the management decision which will drive AI at the end of the day.
No, it's a business leaders has to take the decision that what is required to run the company for another 50 years. Every stakeholder has to see
So the
That how it
contribution has to come from each and
everyone.
vertical
And
of the organization.
that's you absolutely right. That the open, continuous communication, conversation within the organization, with the partners, with the investors, with the dealers, with the customers, with the consumers, has happened.
Right. That so mandatory is the more the interaction, the more the better the result.
Absolutely.
Right. So how can HR leaders future-proof their strength to adopt the technological advancements? Now with the HR already having a lot of things on the plate, they need to themselves become tech-savvy and over a period of time.
I think more than that, what kind of technologies is required within this system for a particular time? What is the capability of that organization on particular time? That where not only the HR leaders but each business leader has to come up that will it serve the purpose? Costing is the another factor, right? Using it as the another factor. So I think while selecting the tools, while selecting some kind of software, the integration of those, we need to be very careful. If we are not going to select the right tool at the right cost for the right kind of an objectives to meet, we will end up by blaming each other.
That normally happens when the business goes down.
Absolutely. So even the business goes down, or we have a habit of blaming others. So that tool get fails because we don't understand that do we really need tool, and don't get emotional. So if I have one HRMS and if my hiring is only one or two people, why I need to have the ATS or any kind of talent acquisition tool in my organization?
Right.
So when to buy, what to buy, right? And when you don't have any requirement, please get out of it. So I think with the AI tools, HR leaders and the functional leaders, business leaders need to think on that when they don't require that tool, they need to say bye to it. Don't get emotional that I got this into the system. That is the reason you need to be in there. So these are the things I think which one has to take care of. We business leaders are very emotional to our ideas, to our things which we give to the organization and then we stick to it.
Right. I mean, yes, that emotional part is always there with HR. So, I mean, yes, it will be a difficult task for HR leaders to pave way with that kind of a thought in the coming future.
Absolutely.
And on that note, I would like to thank you for your precious time.
Thank you.
And we wish you all the very best.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.